Charles hands Kate an unprecedented decision to quick ruin Sussex' plan, threaten hard on his crown. When he became king following the Queen's death, it was widely thought Charles would strip Prince Harry and Prince Andrew of the roles, as they are now no longer working members of the royal family. It is understood Charles is planning to expand the Councillors of State list, with the expectation that it will add 3 new members to the group. Kate, the Princess of Wales, along with Princess Anne and Prince Edward, could be handed an unprecedented vital royal role that would see her assist King Charles III with official business as Councillors of State. This is the simplest way of dealing with the problem, in that the legislation could specifically make Prince Edward and Princess Anne Councillors of State, adding to those who are already there. Adding the Princess of Wales is unprecedented, but this also makes sense. Overall, this is the simplest way of solving the problem, and the legislation should pass through Parliament without too much difficulty. It comes after the book, for which the Duke of Sussex could end up being the equivalent of the Gunpowder Plot 2.0 for King Charles. His upcoming memoir has signed a £36 million deal with publishers Penguin Random House, was set to be released by the end of the year. However, it now looks likely to be delayed until 2023 following the Queen's death. There is one chapter in particular that could spell big trouble for Charles. Only months into his reign, the king simply does not have the public capital to easily withstand a full frontal offensive by his own son, if that is what the book ends up being. Buckingham Palace is reportedly worried over its contents and the impact it could have on the royal family, given Harry and Meghan Markle's well-publicised row with the firm. They added that the book is much more concerned to the royal aides than the upcoming release of The Crown Season 5, as well as Harry and Meghan's mysterious Netflix docuseries. The Sussex couple, who last appeared in public together at Queen Elizabeth's funeral, have spent the last 3 years living in California. They've set up a new business, Archewell, and secured a slew of active and incoming business deals, which royal commentators believe has finalised their separation from the royal business. Archewell, which carries deals with Spotify and Netflix, recently updated its website. Therefore, Meghan and Harry may never return to official business on behalf of the Crown. On Saturday evening, those close to the royal family have hit out at the Crown for being crude, cruel, and totally insensitive, particularly in light of the Queen's recent death. Angela Levin described the Crown reenactment of Princess Diana's funeral as inhuman beyond any sense of decency. When I first went to interview Harry, he asked if I'd seen The Crown, which at the time was on Series 2. I said no, and he said, "Oh, you must watch it. My only problem is they've got to stop before they get to me." Royal expert Katie Nicholl added further, "I think this series is going to be quite uncomfortable viewing, not just for Queen Consort Camilla and King Charles, but also for William and Harry. Scenes leading up to their mother's death are going to be very, very uncomfortable." Nicholl explained that the biggest problem the royal family and critics of the show have with the current season is that it's about people who are still alive today. The events, yes, are 25 years old, but they still feel very current because they're constantly still making headlines, largely through films and TV series like this. Those early seasons felt like there was enough history, felt like there was enough distance, but this just feels uncomfortably close. That being said, with all the media hype and the attention the series has been getting, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this is the biggest rated season for the series in terms of viewing figures.